It was really loud.
So is that the same volume as a live round?
It's probably about 2/3 as loud.
That smell it can't be mistaken for anything but action and danger.
The machine gun has been requested, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming.
You're a machine gun.
Oh, you have a machine gun.
Does it do quick rounds? Does it go brrr?
That one does, yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe right up around that corner. Okay.
I think we need something in between, don't we?
Two scenes.
Yeah. Because we're kind of going back from the same to the same. I find it an incredible process where you can chop out whole scenes that you thought were absolutely essential to the film. When you're writing a script, you think there's absolutely no way I can lose these lines. And then you get into the edit and you put it all together and you just think, right, no, we can chop that out, we can lose that scene, lose that line, take out whole chunks of dialogue, and it doesn't seem to make any difference to the story whatsoever. What you're really trying to achieve is just this very, very lean film where there's absolutely no fat on it whatsoever. You want to keep all the story points as clear as possible and keep the story moving forward as quickly as possible. But the last thing you want is the audience to start getting a bit restless, thinking, God, this scene's dragging it on and on and on, I don't know where it's going. So you just get in there and chop and cut and hack huge sections out, and usually the film's all the better for it. Hey! I don't think you need to show the path because he's set.
No, well, you don't. But I mean, he doesn't even need to see it. He can just go down. So when he's up on top and it's a cliff, there must be a gap in the cliffs or something, some way. He's going to pretend he's got the whole thing, hasn't he?
Maybe replace that shot.
Can you put the candle on? What's that going on?
Yeah, and see that shot there.
Yeah, could go where
That is actually
that one.
that's the B camera on that one.
Okay, well let's do that. Let's
Yeah.
just stick it over that one to make it good more emphasis. So we'll just let him put the candle down on the wide shot.
Yeah.
Identify it, and if
Yeah.
you just pick up that shot that you identify and drag it down onto the next layer and stick it down on top of the. Use your arrow tool.
Editor's letting me do the editing. Look at this. Look, this is.
See, I should be the director. I like sitting back here.
Spin it round. Look at this. Editor.
Yeah, button on the left.
Got in editing suite. It's Thursday the 18th of November. We just showed the first rough cut to the New Zealand Film Commission on Monday, and they were really happy with it. And right now we're just trying to trim about good 10 minutes out of the film. It's currently running at 1 hour 39 minutes, and we want to get it to between 85 and 90 minutes, including titles and credits. So we're just trimming and chopping.
Yeah, 23.
That's a blooper. Make a note of that.
I get colour coded purple.
AO 23 CO. See, we're not worried about the edit, we're worried about the bloopers.
So the director's just about to start a knuckle cracking exercise, which we're going to record and maybe use for the film, sound effects for the film. So we'll see how it goes.
Right.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all done.
Our primary job as sound designers is to create atmospheric sounds. And sort of sound effects which I suppose add entertainment value to the film.
What the fuck was that?
And within this particular film, a lot of those were the gory sound effects.
Well, with the squelchy sounds, what we wanted to do was obviously make them sound as horrible as possible. So what we did really was go down to the supermarket, buy as much meat as we could. So for example, chicken, turkey, I think we got some lamb. We got some of the most horrible looking sausages I've ever seen in my life.
It actually smells disgusting. Yeah, I think we're going to need to get some air freshener in that room.
So we've got a big bowl, put a load of meat in and got hands in there and squelched it about. And then obviously once we've done that, we've got all of these raw sounds which we would then use to edit up into the final picture. Yeah, with the demon voice, it's obviously a very key part of the film, and it's what the film largely is building up to, where she turns into a demon and all hell really breaks loose. So we wanted to create a really horrible voice and a really ominous voice for the demon. So obviously when they filmed it, they recorded some production dialogue with the actress on set.
These goblins in black uniform plan to enslave your world. Do you wish to hand them the means on a plate?
But what we did afterwards, we wanted to layer up some different sounds to create a very unnatural sound for the demon. So what they firstly did, they recorded another lady in ADR who replaced all the original actress's dialogue. And then what myself and James did, we actually added extra elements into her ADR voice. So, for example, I added a lower voice.
The ones you fight against.
And we mixed it in together. And then we added some animal sounds and some weird breathing kind of sounds in between the dialogue as well, just to create a very ominous sound for her voice.
I wonder, Captain Grogan, do you really consider you backed the right horse here? These goblins in black uniform plan to enslave your world. Do you wish to hand them the means on a plate?
Do not listen to it. Good. I'm sorry, I'll stop you there.
Foley is the process of re-recording every sound a character makes in the film. So generally 99% of the audio that's recorded on set is unusable.
Action.
Almost every sound you hear in a film has been re-recorded from scratch, and this means the Foley guys have to go through and record every footstep, every movement of clothing, any time a character picks an object up.
It's not quite as fast, is it? It's more duff, duff.
Yes, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Running with the enemy now, Ben.
Great, that's great. Yeah, really good actually.
Fitter than the actual take.
ADR stands for automated or automatic dialogue replacement, and what happens is when you're shooting out on location, quite often you have a lot of background noise, which means that the dialogue that the actor's recording isn't usable.
What could I possibly help you with, Maya? Hey?
We could have helped each other.
What could I possibly help you with, Maya?
So months later we have to go back into the recording studio, and the actors have to come back and try and record their lines or even individual words one by one, matching exactly the same performance that they gave on set, which is incredibly difficult for them because they're in a completely different mindset. They're not in costume, they're not surrounded by crew, they're acting alone, and it's a very, very skillful job. So in the middle of the ADR, particularly when we're recording breaths and really subtle vocal stuff, we start hearing some thumping and vibrations coming from the building. And we went and had a look outside, and of course the council have decided that they're going to dig the road up. And then not only are they going to dig it up, but they're then going to come back in about a week's time and they're going to dig it up again.
Basically, inside the building there's a massive low hum frequency or even a vibration that's coming from this compactor here. It doesn't sound so bad from here, but as you get inside the building, it's just moving the ground, and you pick it up on the ADR track, and basically you just get this sort of low rumble.
It's turned into a documentary about roadworks, isn't it?
Cool. Yeah, got it there. Great. the Frankenstein monster.
Gorgeous. I can't see that at all, that's good. I can see the line there. This is glamour of filmmaking at its best. In my kitchen, shooting our one pickup shot of Grogan being shot in the leg. A shot that's all of 12 frames long, but I'm determined to get it. And yeah, we're just trying to make a bullet hole appear in his leg, and then we're going to add the blood digitally. And here we have Jake, our visual effects supervisor, who's standing in for Grogan's leg. Just get a little bit of movement on your leg, Jake. So, yeah. And it's rolling whenever you're ready, Tristan. And cut. Great. Done.
Kick it here. Officer and a gentleman to the left. How boring.
I need you alive.